Hey, it's Rich back with you for another video. We hope to get one more video out before the end of the year, but it just didn't happen. So we're leaving you with some of the best, some footage from a bunch of different videos sewed together. Hope you enjoy it. We really had a great time making the videos this year. Had a good year. We have a lot of good videos planned for next year. So stay tuned. I think January 8th will be our next video. Hope everybody has a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from all of us at OCR Aviation. Thanks for watching.
Sierra, frequency change approved.
1 Delta Sierra, roger. This airplane, when it was brand new, was $322.5. I specifically remember the price, and it came with XM, the autopilot, storm scope, and you can see it had modest traffic, storm scope, XM, and some relative terrain. Not TOS-B, but relative terrain.
Trim in motion.
Here's the glide slope captured. The trim in motion, I think, comes on if the trim wheel is activated for more than a couple seconds, maybe 3 seconds. Generally speaking, on the inside, it's just a modern feeling 172, 182 class airplane. Really good visibility. We got a lot of room up here, and familiar avionics. Comfortable and modern feeling throttle quadrant.
For the option. 36 flat, 401 main top.
So we're 6,500 feet, and we've got this set up per the book. We're a little warmer than the book numbers that we're showing. In this airplane, 139 knots true airspeed at 24 inches, just below 24 inches, roughly 2,700 RPMs, and the fuel flow is just below 14 gallons an hour, which is really what the book says. The book said we do 135, was it?
Book said 138.
138, we're doing 139.
Today I'm in Lompoc, California with this 1977 340A that we have for sale.
And a real solid, all these twin Cessnas are real solid feeling airplanes, and very nice, comfortable cabins, problems too, and obviously pressurized. But other than that, this is a real nice airplane. It's a great example of a 340, and I feel like the speeds are about what I've seen in my experience. Round numbers, 200 knots and 30 gallons an hour. And we're going to start our descent back down to Long Beach now and go in and land.
Standing in front of a Cessna Turbo 210M, a really nice version, low time, great avionics. We picked it up in Bakersfield last week to get some photos. We're going to list it for sale.
It's in really, really good shape. This airplane obviously has been well cared for. And a lot of avionics upgrades, including, it looks like a metal panel, a GTN 750, I think that's Garmin second comm radio, and then a 345 transponder, which is ADS-B in and out, and a Garmin GFC 500 autopilot, which I'm a big fan of. 30 inches, 100 pounds of fuel, 2,500 RPMs, and 180 knots true. If you want to go up to 16, you get another 10 knots out of it.
Yeah, row 3.
Good 390s with you for 20 right.
Good 390 down tower, 20 right, clear the lane.
Flat 20 right, good 390.
We're climbing out of 9,200 into 11.5 on a short cruise out to Palm Springs just to show some performance numbers. we're getting 180 knots true out of it. Very smooth. You know, to me this is a nice setting. Our CHTs are a little, I'm leaning it per the fuel flow and for this power setting, but everything's staying nice and cool. A little sweeter on the controls, but not near the refinement and improvements that Cirrus has. And Cirrus is outselling, even when Cessna was building them, Cirrus outsold them. I sold those airplanes for Cessna, and we never really held much of a candle to them in terms of sales numbers. So they kind of own the market in the four-place high performance category.
We'll call the turn just probably over the 405. How low can we go for it?
Like just no options on runway 30, so it'll be if our turn southbound prior to the runway.
No.
35 Charlie.
This is a
LA Special Flight Rules, Sport Cruiser 427.
55 Baron.
Santa Monica via Aurora, LA Special Flight Rules.
And kind of the little hot rod version, smaller. And like a lot of Barons I've flown, they're rock solid. It's almost like it doesn't matter how old they are. They're always solid. And this one is, I think this one has like 4,200 hours on it. A recent engine and a higher time engine. And older avionics, as you can see. An old North Star M1 Loran, which I used to think was the greatest thing.
Westbound departure is approved, runway 30 at Delta 4, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 30, 20 Charlie Alpha.
November 2 Whiskey Charlie, extend downwind.
Head up to Big Bear for a quick project up there, and taking the F90 King Air. We've done another video on this airplane, but this is a good example of utilization for an airplane like this. A lot of utility to get into a kind of a mountain strip up here. It's a long runway, but still, you know, it's a little tricky.
Today's video I'm going to make is going to be on a Cessna Caravan, and not only the Caravan, but also a specific airplane that we have for sale.
The first notch of flap speed was really nice. It's 175 knots, which is red line. So you could put approach flaps or 10 degrees of flaps out at any speed as long as you're within the limitations of the airspeed. I'm gonna end up having to add power. Final's clear. Now I'm 90 knots, full flaps,
500.
and I'm pretty much right where I want to be. I'm not even using full, I don't even have the power at idle. horsepower a little bit. And the F90, which this airplane is, they didn't build a lot. I think from about 1980 to 85. I forget how many they built, but a lot of people believe this was, you know, the best 90 series, but it was cutting into the 200, King Air 200s in terms of performance. So that's why they didn't build them very long. It's got the T-tail, looks really good. It's got a shorter wing, you know, the Dash 135 motors. And just a really good 90 series King Air.
Ready, go. So ease it off.
Zero, pump left coast traffic approved, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff. 26 left, clear for takeoff, left coast traffic approved, 00 pump.
You can pull it, you can pull it. And just keep 0.7 AOE, all the way up. And now we are off our obstacle, so again, ease it off and raise the flaps.
Takeoff and landing capability.
Yeah, if you consider that the run requirement is approximately 1500 feet at max gross weight, for sure we have short field capabilities. Certainly it's, you know, high duty cycles, so short hopping is great.
Yep.
That's why the design of the fixed gear and a pressurized cabin, to keep low the maintenance costs, to keep away any potential cycle limitation. If you look off your left, we are on a single engine. Whenever you want, you have the controls.
Okay, I got it.
There is a little bit of residual rudder to the right.
Hey.